everyone. Today I've got The Bad Batch, episode 11, Disney Plus review. With this final episode of the series, will it be open-ended or have a fitting conclusion? So as far as the story goes, titled Devil's Deal, this episode actually takes a surprising turn away from focusing on the Bad Batch crew, and instead the majority of the episode is about a character from either Rebels or Clone Wars called Herachic. Now, even though I, see that she's a teenager here, I'm pretty sure she was an adult in the other animated series, and her family gets involved in some political and empire-related problem, and I'll be honest, it was hard to follow because I was not expecting to see this last episode not be about the Bad Batch. I mean, I don't know why they took this, route, and I'm not really gonna get into it because I don't want to, irritate people or bore people, because if I go on a rant about how much this did not feel like the Bad Batch, then you watch it and you're gonna know it really didn't feel like an episode of the Bad Batch. So I feel like this was mostly filler for something that could set up a future show. I really hope not, and especially if it's unrelated to Rebels or Clone Wars, then I don't honestly understand what the point of this was. But when the Bad Batch crew eventually does show up on screen, they're doing this cargo exchange with some people, and Hera was with them and then meets Omega. So I mean, that was a plus, to see, somebody maybe around Omega's age, or at least looking like she was her age, interact with instead of being with a whole bunch of guys. As far as the casting goes, now I'm not too familiar with this Herachic who eventually grows up in Star Wars Rebels or something, but she wants to be a pilot, so I can see that she has this potential bond that she could have with Omega, because they're both striving for things that, they're working towards to getting. That interaction, between them was, really nice. I think it was one of the highlights of the episode. But then again, I was basically wanting to fast forward the episode until I saw any of the members of the Bad Batch, and I could not really care about any of these other side characters that really just showed up out of the blue. And I feel like this one senator guy who looked familiar, but I don't know where I've seen him before. I just don't know why, they bothered shoehorning all these, different characters in, or these different, plot points. And also this one stormtrooper who seemed like he was one of the good ones and not a manufactured for evil type of guy. He was pretty cool. So I just felt like this was kind of a mess of an episode, but maybe people will disagree with me on that. So the things that I liked about this episode was the only thing that stood out to me was the pacing. Because if it didn't end the episode quickly, I would have otherwise been mad. And like I said, I didn't want to go on a rant with this episode, but man, I was just not expecting this. I was really hoping this would have gone out with a bang, like the Mandalorian series did. And I don't know if that was exactly how they formatted it with, Star Wars Rebels or Clone Wars, because people would always be vying for more. And I just feel like after this, I don't really know if I want to see any more from the Bad Batch. And that's very unfortunate. So I don't really feel like I was satisfied watching this in the end. So overall, I would say that I did not exactly enjoy myself watching this. There were some, decent things about it. And even if I, was trying not to focus on the fact that the Bad Batch were not the focus of the episode, it still took me out of it. So I'm a little bit disappointed. And I'm also on the fence about recommending this episode to you guys. But if you want to see it just to see how, this series came to an end, at least this season, but maybe it's going to just stay one season for now. So I would give this 3 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Bad Batch episode 11. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.